All right, we're just getting up and running here, guys. Give us just a second. We'll make sure we got a lot of people in the chat already, and I appreciate that. We're going to come online. Do we got voice there, Lurch? It sounded like it.
We got it.
I'm just checking my end here.
The dude sitting next to me has his volume cranked over here. So we're good.
All right, we're just getting, there we go. Good. So I'm going to pause that. Make sure in the chat we know you're in there. I'm going to bring this up here, and there we go. You guys should now see visual, good crisp 1080p HD video. You should get crisp audio. Let us know out there in the chat that you can hear us and see us okay, so that we know that the live stream is up. Echo on the audio. Anybody else getting that echo? There should have been an echo because I was playing it back, but that should have cleaned up. That was just to test our audio. Right now, you guys should be hearing it just fine. The audio. Yep, loud and clear. There you go, Jason Richardson. Thank you. So we're going to get up and running here. We've got a great episode for you guys right here. We've got some great stuff to talk about. Now, I just want to say that this is a troll-free zone. We don't normally, we try to do some of these throughout the year, but mostly these type of live broadcasts and chat are reserved for our beloved patron members who support us financially. It's one of the many benefits they get. It's a very private, personal thing. We like to put this out publicly to YouTube once in a while to show you, if you want to become a member, what you get access to and the fun we have and the great biker conversations. But because of that, when we do go public, of course, it's the internet. You're going to get some trolls. And I've already made many of you patron members in there moderators. So understand that if trolls get in here, this is a positive community. It is nothing but bikers helping bikers. We don't allow trolls and we don't allow trash talking and all that kind of stuff. So those of you that are moderators, and I may make some of you, the names I recognize, I'll make you moderators. If you see trolls in here or comments that are unacceptable and they're not helpful to the biker community as a whole, please hit the 3 dots in the comments and you can ban that person, and you can mute them. You can put them on timeout. You'll see the options you have. And I've entrusted that you guys will help me moderate that, because this is a positive community. There's plenty of negative communities out there if you want to get involved in those. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. So there you go. We appreciate everybody that is not. Terry McDonough just came in, and I'm going to make him a moderator. Terry, we've got like 8 of you patrons now that are moderated, so you guys can help us go through that chat. And again, I give you the full power to ban anybody that you need to ban that is unacceptable. Jason Richardson just threw us a donation. A super chat. My goodness. Thank you so much. Jason, Dave Thompson. Holy cow, man. Dave Thompson's throwing us. Can you guys see that?
Oh, yeah. Jason wants you to
super chats.
Give a shameless plug for the 3rd annual Eastern Lab, non-sanctioned.
Please do.
Ride.
Why don't Jason put some of the information in there, and then Lurch will get me and we'll announce the key points, talking points that you want us to announce on this podcast. Thank you so much for doing that. So, all right. With that said, let's do this thing. All right. So I want to announce that we do have shop pay installments integration in the law-abiding biker store now. Many of you had asked for it. A lot of other online stores are doing it. Basically, you can purchase what you want from the store, especially if you want to get over the free shipping hurdle, and or maybe you get it paid in a couple weeks, but you need it before a trip. Whatever the reason is, you now can do shop pay installments at the Law Abiding Biker store. You can make 4, buy what you want. You can make 4 equal payments over time, interest free. So that's something we tried to bring to the store for you guys. So hopefully it helps some of you out. Again, shop pay installments. Check them out in the Law Abiding Biker store. Hey, Bikeaholics, Zero 3D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike. Top quality, affordable chrome, lighting, and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of Zero 3D products. All right, let's play a nice little voicemail here.
Hello, my name's Wade from Topeka, Kansas. I got sucked into a rabbit hole on YouTube one day, and I stumbled across your videos, which then I promptly binge watched several of your documentaries and listening to you talk about your multi-day trips with your bros was really inspiring. I have young children, so I was going to wait a while to get a bike, but hearing you say how you never know when your next day is going to be is true. So I'm going to pick one up here soon, hopefully. It's not a Harley, so I hope you won't hold that against me, but I definitely appreciate all the content that you put out with the podcast and the videos, and you've definitely gained a fan. So thank you very much.
Yeah, how about that? Thanks for sending that voicemail. I love hearing stuff like that. That is absolutely, and I responded to him. That is absolutely one of the very reasons to this very day, 8.5 years later, that we continue to do what we do, is knowing that however you receive the content, we do different types of content, but that you're being educated, inspired, entertained, whatever the reason is. If it's inspiring you to get out and ride, then that's what it's all about. And he got that from one of my documentary films. Of course, if you want to check out our documentary films, lawabidingbiker.com/ride-now. All of our doc films are over there and all over YouTube, of course. And we just appreciate that voicemail. Lurch, how did he leave that voicemail?
/voicemail.
True.
Okay, good.
Better put. lawabidingbiker.com/contact.
I was reading something else.
Okay, prepared. I knew I caught him off guard.
I was prepared to give you the information on the Eastern non-sanctioned patron ride.
Good. Well, we'll do that. Thank you very much. So lawabidingbiker.com/contact. You can leave an email or a voicemail right from your computer from anywhere in the world for free. And we love hearing your voices. We have the platform. We want to hear your voices. We want to share this platform with the biker community. Want to ride longer? Tired of a sore and achy ass? Then fix it with a high-quality butt buffer seat cushion. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. Oh, and Lurch. Once you've had Rick Rack,
you'll never go back.
The ultimate motorcycle luggage rack solution. Forget those messy straps and bungee cords. Go strapless. With a Rick Rack quick attach luggage system and quality bag. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. and get hooked up now.
Rick Rack.
Nice. Oh, we should just do this thing.
Yeah.
We are live on the TubeU, sphere out there, guys. Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%.
Oh, large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history by being here, by watching live, whether you like it or not. And I know you like it. You are part of what we call
the Biker Revolution.
Put a hashtag in front of that, and I like it. There you go. Hashtag the Biker Revolution, guys. We do have just one question before we get started. What are you waiting for, bikeaholics?
Mount up and let us take you on another wild ass ride.
Nice. In stereo by the guys over there. Very nice, guys. I like it. Ryan Erlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker Podcast and your
high-tech redneck.
There you go. What are we got a great episode for you guys up front here. So we're going to talk about the new Harley 2020 Electra Glide Revival. We got some, I'll introduce in a second for you those who don't know him. We're going to catch up a little bit there. This is going to be nothing but here on a Saturday evening. It's what we do here, and we do it all the time. Again, for our beloved patron members. If you're watching publicly and you're not a member, this is to give you a little bit inside look at what we do all the time here and the very tight-knit patron community and how we all help each other, and we just like to kick back, have a few drinks, and talk biker stuff and what's going on in the industry and the lifestyle and everything in between. So do you want me to announce something, or do you want to announce it? You got the notes. You do it.
Well, I can tell you about the Eastern non-sanctioned patron ride. It says here, Jason, or I believe was it Jason?
Yeah,
Jason. All the info is in the patron-only Facebook group. It's June 11th through the 13th in Virginia's Shenandoah Mountains.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Sign up today ahead of the cutoff. Patrons only.
You going to that, Russell?
I'll be there.
Why don't you talk a little bit about it then, and what the unsanctioned means and all that kind of stuff, so that just so the regular listening public knows the difference between a law-abiding biker sanctioned event and unsanctioned.
Yeah, the non-sanctioned thing started because you guys were always riding out on the western half of the country, and there was a bunch of us over on the eastern half of the country that was like, "Hey, we need to get together." And so in 2019, we started the first non-sanctioned ride in East Tennessee. Then we went to Ohio last year, and this year it's in Virginia. So I organized the first one. Joel Stolbaum organized the second one, and Jason Richardson's organizing this one. And what we do at each one is we go riding, we hang out, we have dinner. Basically, we do a little partying and have a good time. Mm-hmm. And then we also vote for the next year's organizer.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Yep. At the party, if you want to call it that, hanging out, Last year we did it, we had a campfire and everything. We were all our cabins were in the same spot. And I think we're going to be in pretty much that kind of scenario this year. So what we do is we vote, we don't vote. We just ask for somebody to step up, organize the next one.
Well, Ty Fox says he can't wait to have a drink around the campfire with you.
All right, cool.
Nice. And so if you're wondering if you're here publicly, not a member yet. So what happens is Law Abiding Biker, we put on an event each year, and we're doing it this year in California. And that's sanctioned by us. We do a ride, a meetup. We pay for a catered meal. We rent a facility or a venue, and we just get to know each other on a more personal level other than online. And these non-sanctioned events, the only way you get access to those is being a member, because those are organized and orchestrated within the private Facebook group, which is only for mid-level, mid-tier and above patron members. So there you go. And that's lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon if that's something you're interested in. So there's access to a whole bunch of stuff, but these are just a couple of them. And those were something we never knew was going to happen in the beginning with Law Abiding Biker Media. The community really took those on themselves, and the members, and not just those bigger events, but there's a lot of smaller rides going on. Members are like, hey, I'm headed over here. Are there any members in this area? Right. Yep. And people will pipe up and go, yeah, I'm here. You can stay at my house, or I'll meet you for lunch, or whatever the case may be. It's a
community that's growing.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
And those that are in it realize what I'm talking about, and have no problem. They want to be in there, and just all the help, no stupid question in there. We all help each other.
And on the Eastern ride, and Chris Lezak's starting one in the Midwest this year in Wisconsin.
Yep.
And, it's been pretty awesome. And what we really are finding is, a lot of us, our wives come with us, and it just totally makes it awesome. Really. It's a good hangout.
Yep. I'm
really
glad you mentioned Chris, who's in here. And in fact, Chris, I'll make you a moderator also in here
Hey, Chris.
Feel free to kick out any trolls or nasty comments that we get when we do the public ones once in a while. So, all right. Very good. And so, yeah, just stuff going on. Amazing. It's still just, it's still hard to wrap my head around it. So, of course, we love our sponsors up front. We want to, talking about patron members, of course, it would be disrespectful, of course, Lurch, not to mention some of our newest patron members that are on board. So let's go ahead and mention a few of those.
We have Kerry Carrasco of Palmdale, California. He is a top-tier patron. Jacob Speck of Las Vegas, Nevada, and Paul Schaus of Sparks, Nevada.
Pick it up, Russ.
Phoenix Prada of Burley, Idaho, and Edward Fuller of Eugene, Oregon, and Rob Swecker of Overland Park, Kansas.
Go ahead, Lurch.
We got Mike Kimbrell. We also have Barry Sutton. He's a top member, and Todd Craven of Gonzales, Texas.
And I'll finish it out with Kevin Peters, Rick Matthews of New Braunfels, Texas, and Nick Poe of Granite Falls, Washington, right here in our neck of the woods in Washington State. lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon. That's right. Pledge a certain amount per piece of content. No risk to you, because you can put a monthly cap. There are benefits such as t-shirts and stickers. Of course, access to the troll-free private Facebook patron member only Facebook group. You get access to live video broadcasts and chat like this, podcast months early, access to, of course, videos, our premium videos up on request, and then access to those ride, meetup, and events. There you go. No better time, blowing it up here in 2021, continuing to grow this awesome community. So there you go, guys. So we've got some awesome stuff to talk about today. Russell, let's just catch up with you right away. So
hold on. First thing we got to talk about is the hair.
Oh, lovely locks.
Not only was it quite a few comments in the private Facebook
already,
group this morning, but in this chat here, there's been several comments about the hair.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
So he's got his COVID do going on, right?
Is that what
well, that's what I think what most people are doing. My brother-in-law has done the same thing. He hasn't cut his hair since COVID started.
Is it a COVID do?
Well, this ain't really that long. I've only been doing this since December, but...
Well, that's pretty impressive then.
Yeah. Not bad, right?
Yeah, it's growing pretty quick.
Grows. Well, My wife said, I've got a full head of hair. I need to let it grow.
Is that how it was? That how it went?
No, not
Did you
really.
say yes, ma'am?
Not really.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So you guys, a lot of you in the patron community obviously know Russell. We're glad to have him here. We spent the day doing a whole bunch of films. We actually did a live earlier on tools and some of the supply chain problems. And if you're getting geared up for the season, you might want to go to the regular, this channel that you're on, and check out that live video we did early talking about some of those and some options for tools so you don't have to call a tow truck over a simple roadside repair. And we did that, and we did a whole bunch of other, which I'll release on the channel. We did some Clockwork stuff, which we're a carrier of Clockworks windshields, our store now. Of course, F4 Customs is in there. So we did a whole bunch of hopefully helpful content for you guys in deciding on what type of windshield, because it is a big expense. We understand that. And then we did we put some Fang. Suro 3D Fang LED lights on the 2016 Dyna Lowrider S. But anyways, we did a whole bunch of stuff today. Those videos will be releasing on the YouTube channel as usual in their proper turn. And so we put Russell to work here. He's in town. He's a truck driver. We've actually done episodes on that in the past. And he's got his tractor out here in the driveway. And he showed up early this morning to help in whatever capacity he could.
Well, I don't know if he planned on helping. We just put his ass to work.
And then we fired him.
Showed up.
We hired him. We
hired him, and we fired him, and he's not even getting paid.
No.
It was awesome. Only at Law-Abiding Biker Media can you fire people you aren't paying. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So,
But all kidding aside, his camera skills came into be quite a benefit today because I'm quite the novice. So Ryan sets up the camera, puts it in front of me, and I literally just hit the start and stop button. So you were able to get different angles and adjust the settings I don't even understand. And so it actually made today go pretty quick having a professional behind the camera.
Well, appreciate the kudos there.
what do you think?
problem.
I handed Russell the rig this morning. It's quite a camera rig.
It is.
What'd you think about that?
I like it.
Yeah.
I told you you shouldn't have done that.
now you're going to go back and try to buy camera gear tonight.
You're giving me an itch that I shouldn't have.
He had the full camera rig that we use, and it made things more efficient.
I've been looking at that. Remember I was talking to you about it. Now I'm thinking about it again.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff we were able to get with it when set properly. Yeah. Stuff has changed so much over the years.
That's the thing. Trying to keep up. Every time I get my hands on anything or just even start reviewing or looking at stuff, I get an itch. And then I have to stop.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It's easy to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
For
Do
sure.
I really need this? $5,000 camera?
Oh, I need it.
Do I really need it?
I usually don't need it. And then what happens is I don't need it. And then I have a few whiskeys. And then I do need it.
Yeah.
It takes the edge off.
I'm guilty
and
of
that. That's why we encourage everybody when you're shopping in the law-abiding biker store to, we actually encourage you to drink. It'll get you over the hurdle on whether you think that you really need the toolkit. It'll get you over that hurdle. In the morning, don't worry about it. It's already done. Trust me, if you buy it, and the night when you're drinking a whiskey, Big Daddy Kane will already have it in the shipping truck on its way, so it's too late to return the shit.
It'll already be outbound.
Speaking of cam reviews, David Schwartz says, nice, I like the new cam review. And Anthony Peters agreed. So
nice.
Have you talked about these much?
We not publicly.
No,
we talked it in the last patron private chat and broadcast. So we've got a whole new, I appreciate you saying it. I've spent months. I told Russell this, and then we're going to get in. Like I said, this is just a biker chat and getting more familiar with people that maybe aren't in the normal patron community. But over the last 2 months, we dumped a lot of money, and I dumped a lot of time into a whole new live setup that is in true high definition 1080p. It should be crisp. It should be well lit. I've got different angles. Of course, it brought a whole much more work for me. It was a lot that I did to get this. So I appreciate the comments. He's talking about this view right here. So it's kind of a view of the studio there. And then, of course, I've got the view. I can show you guys the computer screen, too, if we're looking at stuff. I can show you that. And then, of course, I've got the view of beautiful, lovely Russ Roberts and his lovely locks. and Lurch over there.
Goldilocks over here.
Of course, you got ugly me. You got just ugly me, and I can really stick my mug up in your business there. But of course, and then I can add these fools in there. But yeah, so I appreciate it. Hopefully it looks good, and hopefully it's super crisp, and audio is great, and all that kind of stuff. So we wanted to do that for a long time. It's a lot of money, expenses, time, and but we feel like you definitely deserve it. And with your continued financial support, the patron members, that's how we're able to continue to do stuff like this to try to make it a better experience for everybody out there in the community. So thank you, patron members.
Spot on.
All this gear and this setup is because of you. It really is because of you guys. So yeah, there you go. Who's Dave Thompson said I'm sporting a new look too. I'm not sure. Maybe he hasn't seen me in my glasses yet. I've introduced him over the past 4 months, 5 months, but it's been hit and miss. Yeah, I'm getting old, and I can't read as well. So I want to be able to read the chat. So I got the old spectacles on now. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, and I got this. Oh, maybe he hadn't seen me with this too. Yeah, I grew the.
Your agency's allowing you to have a goatee or beard or goatee.
You can have a beard
Both.
or.
Well, it's neatly trimmed.
Neatly trimmed above the lip and all those great military regulations. But yeah, we weren't able to. So I grow me a little sophisticated goatee, as my youngest would call it. She was always
goatee?
like, Dad, I like your goatee. I'm like, it's a goatee. Goatee.
Some chin hairs.
Yeah. All right. So Russ, what you been up to?
Working.
Lately? Yeah. Well, what's been going on with your, give me a little more. Get off that chat and talk to me here. All right. Russ is too, we're talking to you. So what's been going on in your life with COVID?
COVID has really screwed things up.
Yeah.
But this year is kicking ass. So
2021.
Yep. But so 2019 was flat, and that was kind of a sucky year. And then 2020 happened, which we all know what that was. And I didn't work as much, didn't get as much. I mean, even the month of April, I couldn't even find a load, period.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So, anything that was not paying peanuts,
Right.
So, but this year it's kicking butt. So, but I took some time off. I ended up taking from November, December, January off. I didn't get back to work until February sometime.
Did you do some riding? I did
a little.
Yeah?
A little, but not a lot.
How come?
I was just piddling around and down in the dumps, really. But
I think a lot of people are that way, with things going on. It's easy to get down in the dumps a little bit when you're cooped up at home.
The future was unsure, and I really wished I could have just retired, but I couldn't do that yet. I got a kid in college still.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
way too
not knowing the future,
like me,
not knowing what the future's holding, with all the way things turned out. I just kind of conserved, just sat at home. Got some things done, and then bought a camper.
Yeah. Into the camper stuff. Yeah.
After New Year's, I was like, I want a camper.
You guys got a new bike too, which I want you to talk about. So, you still got your Harley,
19,
right?
Yeah.
Still got 19, the Road King. But we haven't talked about it. Yeah. And this, by the way, this is the first time Russell, I wasn't aware because we have so many different patrons here over the years. I wasn't aware that, Big Daddy Kane's in the thing. He says, "What's up, bitches?"
Oh boy,
I got to hit show on his comment because it says "bitches" at Bandit. So I hit show. Bitches is all right. But we are. Hey, Big Daddy, check out here. Let me do a straight up. I'm going to do a guest only shot. Look at those lovely locks on Russ. Dude, it's the Don Johnson, dude.
No.
Oh yeah, dude. It's the Don Johnson for sure. Anyways, you got the Harley. And this was interesting because you posted in the private Facebook group. We support all motorcycles here. For those that don't know, we're kind of Harley centric because a lot of us have them. But I've got a Kawasaki KLR. We ride with guys with Indians. We've got guys in the club that have Indians. But you went and decided to purchase a Honda Goldwinger. So you're officially a Goldwinger.
Yeah.
Did you get a pin for that? No, they didn't even send
They do
you a
have
pin.
a special handshake.
Do they?
Yeah.
What's the Goldwinger handshake?
Well, he's
bro?
not going to tell us. You got to buy one.
Straight up, dude.
Fuck you, Harley riders.
I love it. I love it. Getting spicy here.
I bought the Goldwing on a spur of the moment thing. I didn't have any
That's usually
plans
how it
on
happens.
buying it.
He's
I was
kind
in
of he's a
Tampa.
cross dresser. He's got a Harley too.
Yeah. Well, I was in Tampa delivering to a, you know how Honda dealers, sports dealers, motorcycle dealers, they're everything. Ski jets, ATVs. Well, I was making a delivery down in Tampa, Clearwater, actually, Florida. And they were getting almost half of my trailer. And the guy was taking quite a while to get them off, those Sea-Doos. So I was like looking over at the front, and they got a Honda sign. And I was like, hey, they got any Goldwings in there? All I wanted to do was go in and see what the new Goldwing looked like, because everybody was saying they got less trunk space, So I walk in. He's like, yeah. So I walk in, and there is a 19 Goldwing, red and silver. I'm like, oh, cool. And then there's an older Goldwing next to it. And I didn't pay much attention to it, but I started looking at the new one. Of course, when you're looking at a bike, what happens? Sales guy comes. So I was like, this is the new one. And I was like, it was kind of cool. They had the old one and the new one side by side. And I was like, wow, the older one's got a much bigger trunk, more storage, more different things. I was like, what year is that one? He said, it's 16. I was like, wow, it looks brand new. And he said, it is. I was like, what? He said, it's only got 3 miles on it.
3?
Yeah. It has never been sold. I was like, what? How much? He told me 16.9 or whatever. And I was like, I started getting on Google. I was like, holy shit. The list on it was 25. And a sales manager came down and said, yeah, Honda called and said, we still got some 16 Goldwings in a crate. You guys want any? And they're like, yeah, send whatever you got. And they got 2 of them. They had another one that was red, sold it that day. And this black one is still sitting here, and it's only been there for 3 days.
Wow.
I bought it before I left.
Just like that, dude. That's how that goes.
Yeah. Well, I'd already been looking to get something that my wife would be comfortable to ride on. And I'd already been thinking about a Goldwing, but I was thinking of a used one. Well, this turned out to be brand new in
Used
the same
price.
years
Yeah.
at the used price. Basically, yeah. When you go to a Cycle Trader and look up a 16, it was the same price almost. And I'm getting a brand new warranty with it.
Yeah, makes sense. How can you
I
not?
just couldn't walk out without buying it.
Yeah.
And about a month later, I went back and rode it home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So what made you go, hey, do me a favor, move your mic, just the stands in your face a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's better.
Is that right?
There, money,
Okay.
because the thing was hitting you just right.
Sorry.
No worries. We want to see the beautiful Russ
Oh, my
face.
God.
Oh, yeah. Look at those. Look at that face. Face made
I'm
for
not
radio.
sure what he's doing over there. Do you know?
So why did you go with why did you decide to go with a Goldwing? Had you been looking at them for a while though? Or was
It had nothing
strictly,
to do with me.
That's what, right. Oh, so was your wife looking at them?
Well, she wasn't looking, but I was looking at them for her.
Right.
I wanted to get her
How
to ride.
long? I'm trying to figure like how
Probably
did this come to
a couple of
fruition?
years.
Okay.
Probably a couple of years.
So this wasn't a spur of the moment thing.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'd already been considering getting a used one
Yep.
for her because she really didn't like riding my Road King. She really didn't. She was nervous riding it.
And you were saying she wanted something that was a little quieter and something that had a more of a back.
She really enjoys
backrest,
the
right?
Goldwing because it's quiet.
And it's got a nice wraparound backrest, right?
Yep, with that.
The trunk.
Well, I first took her sometime before, a year or two before, and we was at a dealership near home. And I was like, come here, let's go in here. And I got her on I think it was a Road Glide Ultra. And I was like, what do you think? How does this feel? Are you comfortable with this? And she was just like, I don't know, Well, anyway, I was thinking, well, I don't know if she's just not liking the noisy Harleys, because I was telling Lurch, mine is still stock exhaust except no cats, and that's too loud for her.
On the Road King.
Yeah. So I was thinking Goldwing is quiet. They tease you about being so quiet, but so that got me just thinking about a Goldwing. Plus, those things run forever. I mean, there's guys that got 400,000 miles on those things. They haven't done nothing but change oil.
Yep. No, it's quite a community.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the aftermarket is crazy for that too. So they're great bikes. Like we always say at the end of the day, ride whatever makes you. Big Daddy Kane's leaving us a super chat here. Look at that. Big Daddy Kane's leaving us a super chat. Thanks, Big Daddy.
Way to go, brother.
Hey, I just want to publicly say this, Big Daddy. I want to put the camera on Russ. Russ, he told me, let me do this.
What?
He told me today to give one of the Econo
H1
tool. No,
now?
he was.
We weren't going to do it.
We were not going to give a H1 Econo toolkit away because of limited stock. And Russ is like, you got to give one to the community. You guys need to give that kit away. And I said, Big Daddy, you got to ask Big Daddy. He goes, I override Big Daddy.
I never.
He said, no, he did. He said, F. He did. He said, F Big Daddy.
Well, I did say that.
And I said, dude. So yeah. Speaking of Lurch, would you write that down?
Yep.
So at the end of the podcast, I got to mark it on my calendar because we're giving the H1 toolkit on the live YouTube video we did on toolkits. If you haven't seen that video, get over there and comment so you can get in the running for a free. Hey, we only gave, but I did. Russ was like, we better keep it at 1. I will overrule Big Daddy on this one. But he goes, we better only give 1 because he might never let me stay at his house again, dude. So, yes.
I did not say that.
Mark Arnold, our Canadian brother, which we're so sad. We're so sad. I just found out Mark Arnold from Canada, who's in the chat, just gave us a super chat donation. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. If I missed some of them, I'm so sorry. But he can't come down.
No,
because the restrictions still going on. So damn it. We haven't seen Mark, man. And
there's Tony giving you one.
Oh my God. These are patron members on top of it, guys. They're already donating per piece of content, pledging, and they're giving super chats. An amazing community. Thank you guys so much for that. So look at Gary Jackson says FBD key, playing with fire, Russell.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, no
doubt.
All right, so you're liking the Goldwing. Tell me this. Let's wrap this up. Like I said, this episode could really go.
Sorry to drag it out.
Yeah, go ahead, Lurch. Lurch has got something on the
One thing you mentioned to me earlier is now that you've got that comfortable bike that you can tour on with the wife, you can now do what you want to do to the Harley.
Oh, yeah.
So now you can make it loud.
Now I can do what I want on my Road King.
So you're not getting rid of the Road King?
No.
How come?
Why would you?
I love the Road King.
I'm asking. I don't know.
That's my favorite bike.
Thank you.
That's my
bike. Still like it.
Oh, that's my favorite. Mm-hmm. When I go riding, that's what I ride.
Right.
The Goldwings.
So the Goldwing's good, but let's say this.
What?
And this is not to put down we support all bikes. I just ask each biker, if you had to sell one or the other and you could only keep one, regardless of the wife.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because I was going to say, I already know what the answer to that is. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know you're saying Goldwing if you're like, well, because I don't want to get divorced. And but let's just say you had 2 sitting there, no wife, no other influences, and you're like,
it's the Road King.
It is. How come? I always ask because you got a Honda Goldwing, which are great bikes.
I just enjoy riding the Road King a lot more than I do the Goldwing.
Okay, even though the Goldwing is a smooth running.
Well, it's too damn smooth.
See?
It's the experience.
This is what I'm trying to bring out. This is great content. Yeah.
It's the experience and how it makes you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the Goldwing has a lot of cool things about it. I'll tell you this, the Goldwing, if I want to be the beggar races, that fucking Goldwing will kill a beggar. Mm-hmm. It'll outdo everything on. I mean, the nimbleness of that Goldwing just blows my Road King away. Mm-hmm. So if I really want to get gnarly and twisty and just, be crazy on the back roads of Tennessee, that Goldwing is going to do much better.
Well, than the Road King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But if we get a 2021 Milwaukee 8, it might be a little bit different, right?
No. I think that Goldwing is going to be more nimble.
Really?
Oh,
we got us a race.
Oh, yeah.
That Goldwing is nimble. I can't tell you guys how much difference there is.
Then why would you get rid of it?
Well, I got to get rid of one, right?
No, yeah, you do. But if it's that great,
I'm not into that. I'm not into those.
What if the Goldwing
The racing,
let's
like
just
around
say this.
twisties,
and we're not. I would have one of every make. So
I would too.
I hope
yeah.
there's any gold wings. We support you guys. We sell gold wing stuff in the store. I've always tried to get because everybody wants something different. But you're telling me all these badass things. This is what's funny.
Yeah.
This is what's great. This is what I do. I'm the interviewer. I got to rip it out of you.
Go on.
You're telling me all this badass stuff and how it's so nimble and it's got all these cool things and it's so quiet and it's so smooth and it's so awesome. And even if it had a automatic nut massager on it, which Honda Goldwing might, I don't know. I've heard of them. but if it had a nut massager, you're telling me you're still getting rid of it. So you got to tell me why.
Because I'm not into the dragging my knees around corners.
Right.
I'm just not into that.
Okay. That's fair.
No.
That's fair.
You know? Mm-hmm. No, there's something about, man, you should have given me a heads up on this.
No,
I can't think this through.
These are the best conversations. That's why I told you the shit we're going to talk about. We haven't even talked about any of that yet. I love this because this is real biker talk, man, around having some beers. I'm pulling it out of you because I hear this a lot. People are like, oh, this is so badass and it does this. It's like, but you're still riding your Harley.
Yeah.
I hate to mention.
I'll tell you, man, if I was going to be,
Henry Happ, super chat.
All right, Henry.
God, thank you.
If I was wanting to just get gnarly on twisty roads and just, be balls to the walls and just trying to, like the Dragon, tail of a Dragon.
Well, then you would just get a sports bike.
Well, you could do that, but I only got these two bikes right now, and we're discussing those two bikes. But I would use the Goldwing because I don't ride my Road King that way.
Right.
Paul Nichols says Goldwing fly through the tail, which I assume he means tail of the dragon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They do.
No, I believe it.
The center of gravity on those things is so fucking low. It's unbelievable.
Hey, this is a family podcast. If you could please watch language.
Watch your fucking language, please.
I mean, it is crazy down low.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is unbelievable how fast you can flip from one way or the other. It's just so nimble.
Good transitions.
Yeah. It's just super.
No, they're great bikes.
Easy to just maneuver.
They are great bikes. I have no doubt about it.
Compared to my Road King.
Yeah.
And
it's definitely a personal
preference.
Your bike
and my bike are basically the same. Yours is a 14, mine's a 15. And, compared to my Road King, that Goldwing is just, like I said, super nimble. But if I was to only be able to keep one and it's just, no other parameters except what I want, it's going to be the Road King. Yeah. Because I'm just not into riding like that.
Yeah. Fair enough. What else do you like about the Road King over the Goldwing? Because it can't just be that. It can't just be that. It feels
more powerful. I don't know if it really is or not because...
Oh, it does?
Yeah. But also my Road King's a 6-speed and the Goldwing is a 5-speed.
Right. Okay.
But as far as comfort goes, the Goldwing. I mean, I'll ride it to California.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be doing 5,000 miles in 5 days. So.
And I want to talk about that.
The Road King is not built for that.
Yeah. Really? Because a lot of guys do it on that.
Yeah. And I've ridden mine all
a lot of guys do iron butts on.
I've done 3 iron butts on my Road King, but I'm going to be doing 5,000 miles in 5 days. So I'm thinking the Goldwing is going to help me get over that edge if I need it.
Well, it's got more creature comforts for you than the Road King for sure. But the Road King is not a full fairing Harley.
No, it's not.
So it's a little bit apples and oranges, but yes.
Right.
So yeah, consideration into that.
I think that the endurance on the Goldwing will be easier to accomplish or easier to do than on my Road King.
Especially with that ball massager.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. And then I want to ask about your 5,000 miles. Let's do this. Lurch.
Am I doing that?
Do it.
Okay. Hey, bikeaholics, searching for new and exciting motorcycle products? Zero 3D has the products you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley-Davidson and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. Zero 3D's got your back with chrome and black parts. I meant to say parts, lighting, and other products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation that equals less time installing and more time riding. Zero 3D has a team of riders with over 40 years of experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero and Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. They pride themselves on great customer service. Got a question? Get in touch with them via email at sales@zero3d.com or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Check out your local Harley or Honda dealership and ask for Zero or Gold Strike parts. A new leader has emerged, so check out Zero 3D's customized Gold Strike products.
I like it, the gold.
For the all-new Honda Gold Wings. Better yet, help us, support us, and head on over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products.
There you go. Longtime sponsor. We love Zero 3D. Did a video today on the Fang. Speaking of, all right. Spit it right there, Russ.
What?
What's this ride you're going on? Because you got an iron butt thing. He's very soon here. If the audience doesn't know, I just want to be the first to announce it. Russ is going to be famous. And at the next patron meetup,
He's
he'll be number
perplexed.
28 in the world. Just, I don't mean to brag, but you're going to become number 28, right?
Yeah, right now.
I don't. Hey, hang on. I don't want to brag. I don't want to brag for us, but he's becoming a pretty big deal, and a lot of you at the California patron meetup might want to bring. He'll sign your boobs. If you bring your own pen, he's going to allow you to sign his boobs. So, anyways,
my God.
You can sign his?
I go, what?
or he'll sign your boobs, or you can sign his boobs. Either way,
Oh
either
my
way, there's going to be a
God.
lot of boobs signing.
No,
right.
man. No, I looked it up
Anyways.
the other day, and
Yeah. Let's get
there's
serious here.
right now on the Iron Butt Association list, there's 27 riders that have done 5,000 miles in 5 days.
27. This is the Iron Butt
Certified
Foundation,
riders.
right?
Yeah.
So that's
IBA.
basically an iron butt 5 days in a row, eh?
Saddle Sore 1000, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So tell us more. What are you doing here? What are you going to do?
Well, Tennessee to California and back. A little longer route than the direct route. The direct route's only like 4,600 miles, so I got to add a little more to make it work to get certified. If anything, it's I can get out there and at least get a Saddle Sore 2000, because I think it was 2,300 miles to Auburn, California. By the way, Brad, I reserved a room there at the Super 8 for Monday night. And then we're doing Tuesday, the 29th, right? Patron ride?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at comments. There's some funny shit going on there about the ball massager
Right.
and the.
Aren't we, though?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday. And
Tuesday, June 29th,
29th,
is the
yeah.
undisclosed any other information except for those that are vetted and signed up. Yes, June 29th in the California area. Mm-hmm.
So I'm heading out Sunday from Tennessee, get out there Monday. And then Tuesday, we're doing the ride. And then I'll probably head out. Remember how me and Mark Arnold did Salt Lake?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Well, then I'll head out like that to go back east and get as far as I can in Nevada and crash somewhere and then hit the road again. And I need to get home by Friday morning. Or no, Thursday morning. I'm sorry. Thursday morning.
Dude.
Ross Tome says, "Damn, Russell, now that's getting your hair in the wind."
Well,
Yeah.
do you think your hair will make you more aerodynamic?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude. Enough about Russell's hair. Oh,
I'm getting tired of this. I
dude.
should have just fucking cut it off before I come in here.
You know, if you change anything about your appearance, you're getting
Everybody knows-
screwed
yeah,
with.
everybody's gonna know.
within the
Yeah.
commu- You know,
Oh,
the
yeah.
community's going to screw with
Bunch
you,
of
dude.
teenage son of bitches.
So, dude, you got to be careful on this for me, okay? I worry about you because this is
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah, I got a
a lot.
condition for it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it means I won't be able to have a beer.
Yeah.
That part sucks.
Right.
But we didn't do that in Salt Lake either. Me and Mark didn't. Well, Mark doesn't drink, of course, but
Yeah.
yeah, I skipped the beers there. I drank water because I knew it was going to be iron button all the way back to Tennessee.
Yeah.
What an experience that
So you'll
was.
be 1 of 28th? one of 28.
Yeah,
You'll
they
be
got
the
27
28. It's
listed
crazy,
on
huh?
the.
Right here in the studio.
Quite a feat.
It is.
1,000 miles a day.
I
for
won't be
5
doing it
days.
anytime soon.
Oof.
Not gonna lie to you.
Well,
I appreciate you
truck
guys
driver,
that do
so-
it. Yeah, right.
I've kind of been conditioned. But
Hey, couple things. Rick, Big Daddy. First of all, he put you on double secret probation earlier. I don't.
He's giving stuff away,
Because you
Big
gave
Daddy.
shit away, but also he
Would
says
you call him Big Daddy and tell him to stop? Because me and Lurch tried not to give stuff away.
he now is telling you don't wuss out.
thanks, Big Daddy. Thanks.
God. Yeah, Big Daddy was tied up. He was going to come over today and hang with us
man.
in the garage a little bit.
Well,
but
I'll see him tomorrow.
He had some family business. Oh, you're going to see him tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh, good,
yeah.
good. Yeah. He had some family business to tend to, so we understand that for sure.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure if he was going to make it. So do not cut the main. Big Daddy says do not cut the main.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. All right.
Should we get to one of these main topics?
No, actually not, because we may get to one of them, but
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, we may not.
no, and that's okay because we're talking biker stuff. I set those just in case, but we may get to one of them about what the actual title of this. I actually may have to change. I will change the title of it when it comes out in regular podcast format. But I'm having a ball. I love catching up and just talking off the cuff stuff like
We've
that.
been doing that all day, but I just love keeping it going.
Yeah, but be safe.
Will do.
On your iron butt things because those are cool, but they bring a certain level of risk to them.
They do.
As you know, I sound like your mother.
Make good choices. Make good choices.
Good choices.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a sandwich every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you eat light. You can't eat a whole lot. Drink lots of fluids and eat light.
I can see you conditioning for this. Here's my visual.
What are you thinking?
I always have great visuals. They're always spot on. So I picture you, dude. I'm thinking.
Let's set the picture.
Yeah, we got to set this here. We got to set this. With I got Russ. Picture him with his lovely locks. And this is how he conditions you got to condition for the iron, but it's no joke, people. It's no joke. And I see him sitting in his garage on his Goldwing in his short runner shorts, and tube socks. And he's got the head sweatband on and the sweat wristbands.
Like the ones you got back there, grab them, yeah. Give everybody a visual.
He's got his bands on, dude. And he's got his little 2-pound weights. And he just sits there until 3 a.m, just pumping weights with the fan on, sweating. He's got a little half tank top that says badass right across here. And he's just
weird, didn't it?
He's got a mirror and he's just looking in the mirror. I can do this. I can do this. Iron butt. And he's flexing. He's flexing his butt muscles, conditioning them into the seat. Just
doing butt kegels.
He's pushing just working the glutes,
butt raises.
This is
glute raises.
This is going
glute flexes.
Glute flexes.
Boy,
this is going nowhere.
No, it isn't. That's pretty.
Anyways, that's what I read on Wikipedia on how you condition for an iron butt. I don't know if it's true, but I hope you guys all got a good visual there. The locks make it worth it right there, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So what were we going to talk about on this episode? You got anything else on that, dude? We're looking forward to seeing you at the California meetup.
Oh, man, I'm stopping there.
Oh, you're like, we're backing out there, dude. Yeah. Well, let's do this real quick, and then we will get right back into it.
I will have this with me.
What?
Butt buffer.
Oh, you are going to roll the butt buffer. Nice.
You're going to have to on a 5,000.
Yeah.
Dude.
5 day.
Yeah. What a nice opener for that. You know why, guys, he's going to have the butt buffer? That's right. So Russ and his lovely locks can ride longer. And he's going to treat his ass with some respect. Get hooked up with the premium butt buffer seat cushion. That's right. Russ has one. This company of bikers developed a super thin hospital-grade seat cushion made of solid and elastic materials, and it's unlike gel pads that will leak if punctured. Don't forget they also freeze. We've seen them fail. But the butt buffer is designed not to slide around in your seat. Fits all motorcycles, installs in seconds, easily cleans, and helps to dampen vibrations. With plenty of models to choose from, they assure you'll have a comfortable ass when riding. Head over to Law Abiding Biker Store and check out our lineup of butt buffer seat cushions. There you go. So yeah, Russ will be rocking one of those. You got that right from the Law-Abiding Biker Store. You're laughing, so there must be some funny-ass comments going on that.
No, I'm just, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It will be a long ride, but.
All right, so let's get into, what was this episode? We'll probably talk about this and that's it, and then we'll save, well, we'll see. We'll see where we go. We don't want to go too long.
We've talked about the cable clutches, so it's
it will, but I wanted to get a little more
again.
deep
Maybe
in.
on the next one.
I want to, maybe. We'll see. Let's talk about the new.
Yeah.
So this is, and thanks for everybody being in chat. It's been a blast. Hope you guys are having fun, especially everybody that it doesn't normally get access to these. That's not a member. Hopefully it's fun for you. And we do this stuff all the time behind, of course, the patron wall and access and all that kind of stuff. But thanks for being here publicly, all of you on this one. So let's talk about this new Harley 2021 Electra Glide Revival. I posted this, of course, on social media when it first popped, and also put it in the private Facebook group. And let me get down here, and I'm actually going to pull this up. Oh, this was, so this, it's the Icon collection. And so I'm going to pull up our private Facebook group. Lurch, did you get the link there in Workflow?
Did.
And we're going to read some of these. We had a good conversation about this, so I like to share kind of what goes on in the private Facebook group. Aside from these broadcasts, we have a lot of neat conversations in there, but this is Harley's Icon Edition bikes. They're going to put out one per year. And I asked, what do you think of this first one? It's the 2021 Electra Glide Revival. And let me actually pop this. I'm going to show you the audience here on our desktop, what we're looking at.
Like
we are fancy like that. We don't need to see the guy with the look at Hardy's just trying way too hard with the who is this guy?
Don't know. I'd rather see the bike than the dude.
Who is he? Doesn't even ride. I don't know who this guy is. Does he doesn't look totally like a fashion statement, dude.
Oh yeah, he's got his high waters on.
It looks like 60s or something, right?
Yeah. Instead of having an actual biker on there, and I hope this guy's not an actual biker, or any of you guys know him. If you
might be right. They're trying to make him look retro.
Retro, maybe.
That's inspired from what the 60s, most likely.
It does look that way.
You know,
50s, early 60s.
All jokes aside,
especially the two-tone.
Do you know what would make this look better?
Naked chick.
Well, even better than that.
Wow.
Watch this shot right here. So we're gonna hang on. So this shot where he's walking up to the bike. Hang on. It's got to rewind itself. It's going. Hang on.
It's on a loop.
It's on a loop, and it's coming back. Oh yeah. So we got the. Oh yeah. Look at that. Right here, this next shot where the guy's walking, Russell Roberts with his locks.
Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. You need a beard. Got to get a beard going though.
No, man.
Dude. So this is the new, we're going to go over this. I don't know. Let me, the guys know you guys are looking at it in the chat. If you're a podcast listener months from now in the regular podcast, look it up. And I'll put links in the show notes, lawabidingbiker.com/whatever episode number this is. What do you guys think of this thing?
So far, looking at the comments, I think it's similar to what we saw in the private Facebook group. Is either you like it or you don't. If you like some of that 50s, 60s styling, and you're nostalgic for that, you're going to like it. If you're more into something new and modern, blacked out bike, maybe you won't.
Yeah.
The white walls, the two-tone paint, the tractor seat gives it an old school look. And the tractor seat even has I don't know what you call that, bezel around the back of it, but it just, it's
like a bracket or a brace.
It's just a really neat mix of old school and new school. I don't know if I would buy it.
I would
for myself, but I appreciate it.
Not at that price point. Not at that price point.
When I look at it, I like it.
I don't think of it as much more than a Road King, and I only, the Road King starts at 19 or something like that, and this thing's almost 30.
These are limited though. They're one of 1,500 bikes, and they're only going to do. I was just looking up before we got too far into this. They're only going to do one or two of these icons. They're calling them icon bikes a year. So it's something in addition to the CVOs, where the CVO is just a tricked out, current version. These are going to be, looks like kind of an old school throwback version, and with it being only 1,500 of them, there's going to be some value. Well, you would think maybe down the road.
This one looks old, throwback, but are all the others that are going to come out in the future going to follow this, or are they going to come out in all kinds of different ways, different styles, different, will there be something futuristic looking coming out later, or something, that's just a bad mod, or, something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's kind of the way they named it, the Icon Edition.
Meaning it's going to be older stuff.
Right. Like they're bringing
Well, you got that. Yeah.
To bring back a blast from the past, if you will, of some of these. But I don't know that. Just my guess.
Let me see I'll tell you what they say about it. The Icons collection.
Thank you.
An extraordinary series of motorcycles inspired by some of our most recognizable and sought after models. Each icon in the collection will celebrate HD's signature colors, designs, and parts. Along with the latest technology, a limited collection, each model will be individually numbered and only produced once. A new icon will debut annually with no more than 2 bikes released in any given year. Oh, okay. So it's going to be throwback bikes, stuff that was popular, but it's going to be.
But it's going to have the modern ABS, stuff on it, the reflex link brakes, all that.
And they go on to say the first HD Icon is a modern reproduction of the 1969 classic, loaded with premium technology and powered by a Milwaukee 8 114. This unmistakable silhouette recreates that moment in time with tri-tone paint and period correct badging. Loaded with all the current technology, including, which is interesting, I like that. It's got the Reflex RDRS, which is the Reflex Defensive Rider System, which I've talked about in a video and we've talked about on the podcast. So it's coming with Apple CarPlay, which was when I saw it was one of my first questions so normally the Electra Glide, the regular Electra Glide, popping a beer, Lurches, popping a beer. So normally the Electra Glides are coming with the Electra Glide standard doesn't come with the stereo system, right? They're kind of a stripped down version and all that. So, but they're a lot cheaper. We actually did an episode on that. So the fact they're coming with Apple CarPlay means they're coming with the full boombox GTS, the newest version of the boombox system. And let's see, tri-tone paint, period correct badging. We talked about that, the first of our newly and extremely limited Icons collection. This is a numbered edition, like you say, of 1,500 globally.
Classic look, modern technology. I think it's going to do well, honestly.
Do you?
I do.
I'm sure they'll sell all of them. They always have when they do that because, but like Russ says, one of those, the price point, what are we looking at here? Starting at 29. Let's actually look down here at our specs and I'll actually give you guys a shot of this. And then I want to go through some of our private. We'll let you guys a little sneak peek into the private Facebook group. Hopefully Brad Johnson didn't put any naked pics in there. In the private Facebook group. It's supposed to be private, but we'll see.
Get so tired of those.
We have to keep telling Brad, damn it, you got to stop. Okay.
Hey, Mark Arnold calls this a Terminator fat boy.
Oh, yeah. Very interesting. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just going down. I'm scrolling. You guys can see on your screen, I'm scrolling the specs here. I don't think there's anything super remarkable. We all know it's the 114. Dual 2 1 and 2 dual exhaust. So 2 into 1 into 2. That's as to be expected. Yep. EFI. Of course, we all know that with the 114. Nothing specific there. Look down to infotainment. So the boombox, GPS and standard supported. I'm trying to think. It must be, if anybody knows out there in the community, I'm trying to think like starts at 29. And I know with a lot of the bikes, you can do paint option stuff.
It's the purchase options right there.
Okay, there we go. Financing. So no, see, I thought it was too, but it's not. So what is bringing up our price? If it starts, or maybe that's just how they worded it.
Click on that little, right there next to the 199.
Little 6?
Yeah.
See, there you go. Blink.
Ooh, could they make that any? Prices listed are MSRP on base models. Options such as color are available. Really? See, I think they effed up. That's their standard. And that's what I was wondering. On all their other bikes, this is all true, but I got
a feeling this bike ain't going to have any options.
Well, there isn't. You can see right here. Yeah. Your only color option is the color that it is.
It's that's some wording to allow for setup fees and all that other bullshit sometimes the dealers put on.
Well, dealers can do things to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They might put something else extra on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs a little wiggle room.
Yep. So yeah, you're right. So nothing substantial that you can really upgrade. Flipping through these disclaimers, we're not going to do any more of that. But
Matt Haywood says local dealer has 2 of them at $39 each.
What the?
Damn, how they put $10K on them?
Freaking serious?
Sorry.
How can
I'm
you
gonna have to
justify
edit that out, Russell.
Yeah, I know.
Good God.
He's banging his mic.
At least that's all he's banging. All right. That's crazy. 39.
That is.
When it's listed here starting at 29, but
Are
I
they
guess
jumping the gun, that dealer?
I don't know. But if you only got 1,500 of them and they're selling that quick, you can kind of, I guess you can do what you want
With
on them.
being limited, maybe they can crank them up and try to sell them higher.
They can't get enough bikes right now.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that color?
I like it.
I liked it all except for the white bags. I wish they would have put a little bit of the blue in the white. I like this bike,
I'm
number
good with
one.
it.
Here's number one. I love this bike. Why do you guys think I like this bike? Because it's my freaking police
looks
bike.
like a
Pretty
motor's
much,
bike.
yeah.
Well, it is. It's an Electra Glide, and this is what I ride every day at the police Leo job. Is my 2018 police Electra Glide, and so it's very reminiscent of that. The tractor seat, of course, I ride on every day at that job. So I love the looks of that bike, and I do like the white wall tires. Really give it that retro look. Of course, the tractor seat. But I just wish that they would have. I guess the first thing that caught my eyes, it looks odd to me, is the white, the straight white fairing and the straight white bags. I think they should have added just a little bit of pop to match the rest of. They don't have to do it all blue, but I think if they would have did some blue pinstripes or something across the bags, so they don't look so.
The bags look like a big blob of white.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was just me. Now, different eyes are different, and I know there's probably some in the community that absolutely love that.
I agree.
BDK says I can ride it with a white snake jacket. Nice, bro.
Oh my God.
Nice, bro. Yeah. It's a little, Mark Arnold says it's a little too retro for today's market, I think. Yeah.
Might be.
Dwayne Kozak in the chat says the white bags need a splash of blue. Yeah. Same for the fairing. Yeah. In my opinion, I agree with you totally, Dwayne. I just think it was too much contrast. Blue tops. There's some other people saying in there. I'm trying to get some of your guys' comments. Exactly.
It reminds me of a two-tone,
Ramey, yeah.
Two-tone 50s, 60s car. Doesn't bother me at all.
Doesn't, huh?
Nope.
Well, Lurch, the community does not agree with you. So everybody throw tomatoes at Lurch right now.
What difference does it make, right?
If I gave a fuck, it might hurt my feelings, but I don't. That's my opinion.
Exactly.
I love it. Throw tomatoes at Lurch, please. Virtual tomatoes at Lurch. All right. Not sure the old guys, Mark. Yeah. So just looking at some of these comments, guys. Thanks. So, so we'll see where this goes.
I'm curious to see what other bikes they bring out.
Let's, as we wrap this episode up, because we're really not going to get to anything else.
Rick Kane, what do you think the next one will be? Give me your insight.
Ooh, Big Daddy bringing the question on the table.
FXR, what's he think?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking Rick.
I thought he asked you.
No, I'm asking him.
I think that's a good question on the table.
Haywood just threw a tomato at me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Matt Haywood threw a tomato. Nice virtual tomato, Matt. I like that. Aimed right at Lurch. Tagged him right in the forehead.
Nickel thinks of Softail maybe next.
Yeah. Springer. Chip Perky.
Dude, if they bring back a wide glide.
Oh. Didn't think of that, dude.
The old school wide glide with the bob fender. Like what we started with.
Our wide glides, dude. Oh, if they brought back a wide glide, that would
I've been looking for like maybe an 07 or 08, just so I could have the bigger motor and some of the upgrades, 6-speed transmission. But if they do it, they're going to do it with a bigger motor and 6-speed. And if it looks cool, that might do it for me.
That would really tickle my fancy. You know how I like my fancy tickled.
Rick's thinking hopefully like a yellow Fat Boy original.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay.
Fat Boy could definitely be in this, for sure. It's a very iconic bike.
Any predictions there, Russ?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, thanks for that.
He wants a retro Goldwing. I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I mean, I really wasn't into Harleys until a few years ago. But, No, the wide glide, that would be something. But they got to come up with a whole new frame and everything for those, don't they?
For what?
Wide glides?
No, I wouldn't think so.
They could just bring it back?
Yeah, I would think they could just bring it back. And they might make some tweaks, but I think they would use the same thing. Because really, like the touring bikes are using a lot of the same frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm wondering what this is.
As far as what?
Frame?
Oh, that's just an Electra Glide standard frame.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's the same as the Ultras and all that. It's just built on, just like my police bike, just an Electra Glide frame.
Okay.
Yep, pretty standard Electric Glide frame.
A little history from Terry McDonough.
Oh, Terry from Oregon.
In 1969, the Electra Glide sold for $1,900.
Oh my God.
Nice, bro. Thanks for that. Love
Look
having the
at
community.
that.
See, they come all kind of factoids. That's some good shit
And
right
now
there.
it's 29.
Yeah, crazy.
Just 50 years later.
So anyways, to wrap that up, and then we're going to kind of wind this thing down. I like it. I'm not sure why Harley's doing it other than to bring attention to the history of Harley and maybe some of those longtime loyalists, re-sparking the interest,
Doesn't it
I mean,
feel-
it's 1,500. I mean, are they really making a ton of money off these at selling only 1,500 collector models? I can't see that it's a huge financial thing, but if it brings more eyes to Harley, you start popping this article, social media, it starts catching people's eye. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it goes in line with the new direction of Harley. They're pulling back and doing some less of these new models, and they're kind of going back to the core a little bit. I think I know in previous podcasts I said it seems like they're really going for these young riders, new riders, and coming out with these crazy new bikes, and they need to get back to what they do. I think this is a little bit of that. They're getting back to what they do a little bit, bringing back some of the classics, and maybe trying to revitalize some of us that have been into Harleys for a while. That way they're focusing on their core audience, but they're still working on bringing in their new audience with the Live Wire and the Pan America and some of the new models. I think they're just tacking it on both ends.
That's a really
I think that's what I do. Yeah. That's what I do.
That's what Lurch do. Just bring it back around. Yeah. I'm going to have to circle back to that. Anyone?
Oh, Saki. Jen Saki.
So we're going to have to circle back to that. Anybody? No? All right.
Yeah.
All right. At least you got it, Lurch. All right.
The new press secretary.
Yeah. We're going to circle back to that. We're going to circle back to that.
She doesn't answer shit. She just circles back to it.
We're just going to.
Never really circles back. The circle's only about 3/4 of the way around.
Doesn't come all the way back.
No, it doesn't quite connect.
That's what we're going to do on this podcast from now. We're just going to say, we're going to circle back to that. It's not political. It's just funny shit, people. We're not getting political. It's just funny shit, no matter, I don't care which side of the aisle.
Super chat from Jimmy the Bull. Thank you, sir.
Oh, Jimmy the Bull. Thank you, brother. Super chat. God, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Let's do this and then we'll finish with our final topic of the podcast. Yeah. Are you searching for the easiest and quickest attachable luggage system for your motorcycle? Rick Rack has just what you're looking for. Forget all those frustrating straps and bungee cords that can come loose and slap your paint.
Slap your paint.
Check out one of Rick Rack's awesome quick attach strapless luggage rack systems. This father-son team designed something really special. You can't find it anywhere else. Yep, these guys ride so they truly understand the needs of bikers. The Rick Rack quick attach system is strong, durable, and secure with a lockable system. Also, check out their full line of quality touring bags to accompany your quick detach system. Once you use Rick Rack,
you never go back.
What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics? Head over to the Law Abiding Biker store and check out our full line of Rick Rack systems and bags. And that's all over at lawabidingbiker.com/store. Big Daddy Kane, who is the store operations manager, is right here in the chat like he usually is. If he's not on a mic, he's in the chat. That guy answering questions, him and Goat down there, helping you guys out at the store. Bikers serving bikers, not some big, conglomerate like all the other big boys who are all consolidating and you can't get any help. We're bikers. We want to help you. And Big Daddy Kane does that daily down there, trying to get the right products in your guys' hands and helping you as a fellow biker. So thank you for your support. Rick Rack systems, we sell the heck out of them. Just did another big Rick Rack order recently. So I know Big Daddy's got a bunch of stock and ready to get that stuff out to you guys. We'll be rocking those on our trip this very year. So let's finish off. I think we will get to this and then we got to take it out, guys, because we have another episode to do. Right after this, we're going to do another episode. But again, if you're just tuning in, we don't normally do these podcasts live to everybody on YouTube. They're very exclusive and very intimate with our patron members who support us financially. They get these all year constantly. So right after this, we're doing this one to just get everybody we like inside look at what goes on at this tight-knit community and hopefully get some more people obviously involved. We welcome everybody. We want to get to know you better. But right after this, we're going to record another episode. It will be on video just like this and all that kind of stuff. And then within a day, we will actually upload it to our patron members account. So they'll get another episode just like this months before we'll ever release it on our regular. Of course, you can listen to our podcast on any podcast player, and they do come out, but it's usually months later. So we'll also give early access to you patron members. So look for that. I'll announce it in the private Facebook group, and I'll also upload it to your patron account so you guys can have it. And that one's going to be, we're going to be talking about the new Indian Challenger, semi-new Indian Challenger. And I did a video on it on the YouTube channel that kind of blew up. So check out the YouTube channel for my review of Indian versus Road Glide. But the podcast, we're able to break it down a lot more and really give you a lot of different inside thoughts and opinions that I can't do in a regular 10, 15, 20 minute video. So we'll be doing that on this, but let's finish up with this last topic.
Rick, yeah. Let's say Rick Kane has a request of
Depends.
Russell Roberts.
Does he want
quick.
us to take back the free toolkit that Russ gave out?
No, he just wants a
Russ's fault
from Russell.
Well, you just did a pretty good damn job of that.
Well, that's just what I do, like I said earlier. Okay. So Rick would like Russell to do it.
Oh, hang on.
The mic is all yours.
So this is something for the audience that's not familiar. Rick, Big Daddy Kane, who runs the store, he does a really nice Rick Rack commercial. And I can't emulate it, so we're gonna give Russ a shot here. He's putting you on the spot. It's for giving the toolkit away.
Dig down deep.
Mm-hmm. Dig deep.
Rick Rack.
Well, it's kind of had an Elvis kind of.
No, it ain't no good.
It did have an Elvis flair to it, bro.
Well, since my baby
oh my God.
I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lowly Street.
You should be a country artist, you know?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Always have fun like this, guys, right here. We're always having fun. Not just bikers hanging out with bikers, guys, here on this Saturday night. Yeah, that was nice, bro. It did have an Elvis flair. Really did. I don't know.
The hair.
Give us between a 1 and 10, Big Daddy, in the chat. Give us 1 being the best and 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
That was a 1.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back to what we were doing here and wrap up our last topic. Yes, it is true. If you guys don't know the new 2021 Harley models, I've talked about it in a few different videos, but I want to break it down just a little bit more. Harley models have reverted back from a hydraulic clutch to a cable clutch. What? Now, in 2014, with the Rushmore project, model bikes, they decided to introduce the hydraulic clutch system. A 6. So he gave him a 6. All right. Nice. I'm getting the...
It's above average. That's respectable.
Yeah, right. It is
generous. 6.
6 from Big Daddy on the...
Oh, thanks there, Big Daddy.
Well, Tony says you nailed it. So there, you got that.
No, I didn't even come close.
Well, I thought it was all right. We've never heard the Elvis rendition of it, so that was cool. Live.
And do not cut that out and use it for anything.
Oh, definiting getting cut out.
You signed the waiver. We'll use it however we want.
We're going to.
You've already been fired. Do I need to remind you we fired you today?
You're saying I'm fucked?
Edward Lake gave you a 10.
All right. Thanks, bro.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nice. Nicely played. So
sorry. Cable
no,
clutches.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
So 14 and on, they introduced the hydraulic clutch system. Now, I'm going to keep this short. I've given you some of my opinions on it. I come from a place where obviously I ride a Harley every day. I've ridden as a police motors officer and an instructor. I've ridden, my other bike had the cable, and then I upgraded to the newer model of Harley Electra Glide, and I have the hydraulic. I've trained people with both the cable and the hydraulic. So I come hopefully with a little bit of experience. You get a lot of comments from people. And I think it's just some lack of experience and or knowledge of it. And so let me say this lightly, okay? And we can have a discussion about it. I'm going to give you my opinions based on those, hopefully that, where the place I'm coming from, hopefully with a little bit of experience with both. I've ridden fast tracks with them. I've ridden all the drills and competitions, and cone drills and everything in between. In my opinion, and then we'll do a roundtable and then we're taking it out of here. And then of course in the chat, listen to me a little bit, if you will, give me a chance. And then of course I want to hear your guys' comments on it. I might, maybe you agree, maybe I'll change your mind a little bit. Now, some people like the old cable clutch. It's old technology, in my opinion. Other bike manufacturers have been doing hydraulic clutches for a long, long time. There's a reason for hydraulic clutches, a lot of reasons. The technology wasn't new to Harley. Harley just decided to do it. BMW, a lot of other manufacturers have been doing it for a long, long time. They're very successful. This is not rocket science. It's not a complicated system. The problem with cable clutches, guys, and I'll tell you this because we've done police bikes, is you have to adjust them. Okay. And some people are like, that's what I like about it. Hang tight. All right. Hit the brakes. All right. With the hydraulic clutch or the cable clutches, you've got to adjust them internally and you've got to adjust them externally, and they're constantly wearing. And so you'll be out on the course. If you're actually riding your bike hard and training, if you don't do that, then you may never, that's why you may have a different opinion of cable clutches. But I'm telling you, so you're always adjusting the plates, you're always adjusting the cables, and they're constantly wearing and doing things, and it's never consistent, okay? It may be consistent for a while until you start working cone patterns, and then all of a sudden it's not consistent anymore. That's the nice thing about the hydraulic system, is it doesn't need any adjustments. It is what it is. It's always the same. It's always consistent, and it doesn't need internal adjustments. The clutch is good for life until it wears out the clutch plates. So it's a much more durable, hardy system. Even if you're touring cross country. One time we were at Oscar's bike and we're on a trip. We had to frickin' pull to a parking lot and adjust his plates inside because he couldn't get any more clutch. And these things just happen even when you're touring. So the fact that you can have a very consistent system, a much more durable system, and a system that adjusts itself is money. The other thing I'll tell you about hydraulic clutches, having ridden a lot, especially in parades and drills, and or if you're riding in the city and stop and go traffic, the hydraulic clutches, much less hand fatigue, much less rider fatigue. Once you pull them in, they lock. A cable clutch, man, it can really get burning, especially if you're working hard and you're actually training. Going down the road, shifting gears, okay, you're right. I'm talking about if you're actually going to really train hard on these bikes, you're going to really work on your, improving your skills. Now, the last thing I'm going to say on that is one argument I see, guys, is, and it's fine. This is fun. I'm not trashing anybody. Okay. We don't do that here. Is I've heard students say it. Okay. When I switched our guys from cable clutches to hydraulics, I heard a lot of whining.
It takes a little
in our unit, but I get it.
Doesn't take long.
I get my cable. I like it because I have it adjusted just perfect, and it's adjusted right where I can just let my clutch out, and I like it right there. And I just, okay, that's only going to be there for a little bit. Number one. Number two, you're not training hard enough, because that's not how you should ride a bike. You should be able to get on any bike and ride it for a little bit and find your friction zone in your gray area. And regardless of where that clutch is, you should be able to do the same kind of stuff. So to me, that's a crutch. If you're saying that, that's a crutch, because I'm telling you, I can ride the course as fast on my hydraulic as I ever could on my cable. It's just a matter of a little bit of training and a little bit of adjustment. So this whole thing about I actually want mine consistent, because you know what? Before on our course, I was having troubles with my bike. Guess what I did? Parked it, kickstanded, jumped on another fleet bike, and I ran the course the same time. Okay? Because they're consistent. The bike runs the same. So we don't need all this, in between adjustment. The other last thing I'll say, and then I'll shut up. Hopefully it gave you some people insight a little bit on why I get a little bit like, why we're going back to cable clutches. There's really, to me, no reason for it unless you're just worried about it or you're not. To me, it's not training or getting used to your bike enough with the benefits of hydraulic. The other thing is, you can run aftermarket levers. In fact, a company just reached out to us. Did you see that email?
No, I've not.
They made new adjustable clutch handles for the 2021 models, and they want to
company that you use.
No,
another one. Okay.
I haven't looked into them, but I got to respond to them. They want us to get them in our hands so we can test them. So hopefully that'll be coming up. We'll see, and maybe work out a deal with them. Heck, maybe we'll bring them to our store. I don't know. But even the hydraulic systems, there's several different companies, and I did put one on my police bike. Just because it's not necessarily that it's in the wrong spot. It's just that when you're working the friction zone, when you're doing drills, depending on the size of your hands, you want it a little bit in a certain position, just because that will help with fatigue. You don't want it right. It'll strain your hand. And so for me, because I've got kind of smaller hands, they do make levers and it's got like a 1 to 5 spot. That doesn't really actually let the clutch let out at a different spot. Like it just puts the
handle in different
spot. Because I'm always in a very common position when I work in cones and drills.
Lever.
Yeah, it's just really a lever position deal. So don't think that it's actually adjusting your clutch. It's just a hand, and it can help some guys with smaller hands with hand fatigue and stuff like that. But anyways, that's my spiel. I think it's bad of Harley. I think it's cheap of them. I think it's old, worn out technology, and they should have stuck. Absolutely. I was disappointed that they went back. And the sad thing is, and then I'm going to drop the mic. I'm going to take this out so I can drop it.
Don't do that.
And not only did they do that, they didn't charge less for the bike. So they're going backwards in technology, cheaper technology, and they're sticking you, that's right, you, with the same price. Hang on. Mic drop.
Boom. I'm looking at the company that sent you the email, and it looks similar to what you have on your bike.
Does it? I didn't even.
It's a version of what you've got.
Okay.
So I guess ultimately, why do you think the motor company went back to the cable clutch?
Cost.
Cost.
Is that what Russell thinks?
Warranty issues. What do you think? Recalls. It's just easier for them to. It's cheaper to install. It's easier to work on. What do you think?
Has there been recalls on the hydraulic clutch?
When they first started out, there were some issues with the diaphragm.
That's been worked
and some
out by
air.
now.
It has, which is what makes me wonder, because my 14 Street Glide Special was one of the first ones in the nation.
And you had
because I bought it in 13. I was one of the first ones to buy the new Rushmore Street Glides. I was.
Rick had one with issues too.
And that's fine. It's, it was the first time Harley put them on. That's fine.
It's probably cost.
They did the recalls, and I haven't had any problems since. So I have to assume at this point, in my opinion, is that it's strictly they cheaped out. It's easier to manufacture. It's cheaper. And honestly, I know this is digging deep. And some guys trashed me on, they said I was a little biased on the Indian review video, which is fine. But I'm more biased against Harley on stuff like those people didn't watch all the Harley, because I'll bash Harley when Harley deserves to be bashed. And I think they just completely cheaped out. And diving deep, most people, unless you watch Law Abiding Biker YouTube channel, we show you how to easily adjust that clutch yourself, both the cable and internally. A lot of guys are taking them back to the dealership because you got to constantly get them damn things adjusted. Maybe going too deep. Maybe conspiracy.
I don't think so. I don't
Not
think
a conspiracy theorist.
I don't understand why you would want to go back to cable on bikes. I mean, even in big trucks, we use hydraulic clutches. Not all of them do, but in my opinion, hydraulic clutches are the best. They don't need adjusting. We don't have, you can't even adjust my truck clutch. You just can't. It's not there to do. And I got over 1 million miles.
Yep.
The original clutch.
Yeah. See, and honestly,
never been adjusted.
Yep. And I read the Indians, and the thing is, a lot of people trash Harley for that, but honestly, Indian hasn't even introduced a hydraulic clutch, so they're behind there as far as I'm concerned. Some of the other bike manufacturers have been doing hydraulics for so many years. And again, I'm just telling you the benefits. Not that cable clutches are bad. So don't get me wrong, guys. It's not that they're bad. It's just that it's old technology to me. But my, other bikes run it. My KLRs, but obviously it's a KLR. But
my Goldwing has the hydraulic clutch. My Road King cable, and I hate it. I hate that cable clutch.
Brad puts an interesting point here. Johnston says, "Did the Softails go hydraulic? Maybe it's about standardizing. So it may just be a production." Assembly line issue if they go all to cables for all the bikes.
Sure. It's money.
cheaper.
It comes down to money again.
It's just all about money.
Right. Good point. Good point, Brad. Thanks for bringing that up. It definitely makes it easier for them. It's cheaper for them.
It's leaner.
Definitely. Yeah, leaner. Right. And with things going on in the company, they're probably cutting wherever they had.
Right.
So, yeah.
Something, I can't remember who said it earlier, but they said next year drum brakes and then next year carbs. Edward Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2021 drum brakes. 2022 carbs are back.
Dude, nice.
That made me laugh, Edward.
One for Edward right there, bro. One for Edward. Actually, two for Edward. There you go. All right, guys. With that said, we've got a few more things as we wrap it up here. What a great conversation right here on a Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Having a cold beer. Just absolutely love it, guys. With that said, we got to do this. There we go. Oh, that's better. Nice. All right, guys. So, of course, we appreciate you being here. We want to thank all of our sponsors, longtime sponsors, and, of course, our patron members. But, hey, whatever reason, we would love you to become a patron member because you get access to all the stuff. Plus, we get to know you better. You become part of the community, the private Facebook group. But, hey, the only way you can support us right now, whatever reason you choose, is through a flat donation. Well, we never balk at a flat donation. That's right. And we want to thank the following people for some flat donations. One of you.
Wayne Duddleston of Grapeland, Texas. He gave a substantial donation. Scott Lacrosse and Peter Quigley of Doylestown, PA.
LawabidingBiker.com/donate is how they did that. And we definitely appreciate those donations. It helps put a little fuel in the Law Abiding Biker gas tank so we can help keep this thing
moving on down the road.
Nice, guys.
Sorry, I thought you were pausing and turning it over.
I think that was my fault. I totally think it was my fault there. Oh, boy.
I saw that, but you were talking to the camera, not me.
I
thought it was Matt. Take that away.
We got the new setup, so you don't know if I'm pointing at you or the camera. I got to
working on it.
I got to get better at that, bro.
We're working out the kinks.
Russell, thanks so much for being in here.
You bet, brother.
Being here today.
It's always good to be here.
Yeah, it's fun. Glad you got to see the new studio.
About time,
David
right?
Thompson, look at that super chat,
Thanks,
guys.
brother.
Holy smokes. And these guys are patrons on top of it. They're already pledging. Unbelievable, man. This is the community right here.
Cool.
I had a ball tonight, guys. And all of you, public, that got to see it, very cool. We like hanging with you guys, too. We love the community. And we put out, just to remind everybody, I know we push the patron membership hard and all that kind of stuff. It's because we enjoy it so much and we get to meet you in California. But we put out so much free content. In fact, still to this day, 8.5 years later, 95% of our content is still completely free. Over 600 YouTube videos going on, getting close to 300 podcasts, all the articles. It's all free. We sell a few videos, very few videos, and our patron membership. And of course, you support us through shopping in the Law Abiding Biker store. Helps keep the lights on here. And again, pay for this beautiful live stream setup. Hang on, so you can see me in high definition HD. Hang on.
Hey, while you're doing that, you are free to make that big announcement if you want of what is coming in the future in August. Being that I've already turned in my papers, so if you want to make that announcement, go for it.
Yeah, Lurch has been working part-time here for Law Abiding Biker for, probably 6 years now.
At least.
I hired him at least a couple years after, or at least a year after, part-time, and he's had another full-time Leo job that he's been, and he's at the end of his career with his Leo job. So he is going to retire, and I'm very excited to say Law Abiding Biker, we worked it out, and I picked up Lurch. He's coming on full-time, starting August 1st, and he's the Chief Operations Officer, and he is going to help me organize and reform Law Abiding Biker Media, so to speak, and he's going to help me with a ton of stuff, ultimately, so that we can continue to grow. We can build the store out. I can put out more videos than we are now. Hopefully more content like this and just scale. And it's really all so we can better serve the biker community and scale up moving into the future and keep bringing those products. Get Big Daddy Kane some help down in the store because he's working himself silly like all of us are. We're running into a wall trying to manage full-time jobs and this on the side. So there you go. I'm very excited.
Me too. It's going to be fun.
You'll be seeing a lot more Lurch. And again, hopefully we'll be able to bring out some more content.
When we're down in California, I'll be retired.
Yeah, that's right.
The haircuts will stop and the goatee will begin.
He's going to try to match Russell Roberts.
I don't know if I can hang in there
way
long
ahead
enough.
of you, brother.
Yeah.
Way ahead of you.
I'll see what I can do. I'm going to give it a try.
But hey, man, congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for being here, guys. We are out of here.